And if, keep in mind too that China Mac and Crip Mac had a huge falling out like 2 weeks before he got arrested, which is why China Mac took such offense to it when I put out that clip of Crip Mac talking about them falling out or whatever. The whole thing, the reason why he didn't like that being exposed to the people was because of the fact that that was a real thing, that they actually were beefing. And the only reason why they're back on good terms now is because of the fact that Crip Mac got locked up and Crip Mac needs all the help he could get. Crip Mac was completely ready to leave China Mac in the past. And when you look at a lot of the other people like Lupe, who I'm going to have on the podcast tomorrow so we can talk more about this, none of these people think that China Mac has actually been a good or positive influence in Crip Mac's lifestyle. He's just another leech that came along and tried to get something out of Crip Mac. And now, as impossible as it is to believe, he's on my ass because he's trying to project away the fact that I'm someone who actually has done things for Crip Mac and helped him and tried to work with him and tried to put him into better situations, not just taking from him like you, China Mac, you fucking villain. So I just wanted to come on here to make that perfectly clear and to expose the fact that China Mac lied about this infamous fight and then went on Vlad TV as well as many other podcasts. And I really need help from the community of going back and finding these clips and clipping them, because this is some of the funniest shit that has ever happened. Just the fact that he's so addicted to clout that he was willing to make up this bizarre narrative like that.
Hey, what do you say? Not all that glitters is gold. I knew there was something wrong in that China Mac, Crip Mac relationships. The fact they had a falling out, the fact there were cracks in the relationship. I'm not surprised because let's be honest. We need Crip Mac to entertain us, not China Mac, right? China Mac's always been somebody who needed other people to help him to boost up his career. Like, let's look at Mac Eats. Why do we watch Mac Eats? Is it because of China Mac or is it because of the surrounding people? It's the surrounding people. It doesn't really matter if it's a China Mac or anyone else. We just need the surrounding people to make the content. Same thing with Mac Ventures TV. China Mac is just there. Crip Mac is really the star of the show. People want to see Crip Mac do whatever he needs to do so people tune in. Because, look at it. China Mac tried to do his own performance recently, whereas it was just China Mac doing the songs and nobody was in attendance. I guess China Mac is trying to be like an opener, meaning there was nobody in the area, just open area. Wow, that is quite the attendance. In fact, that's probably the highest attended concert from a China Mac. Hey, it kind of sucks, right? People like you online doesn't mean they want to watch you offline, because think about it. People resonate toward the China Mac story, not necessarily towards the China Mac music. When's the last time you've heard someone say, hey, let me bump that new China Mac? Never. In fact, China Mac looked like one of those openers to a main event. When people go to a concert headlined by the main event, who do people want to see? The main event. Don't nobody care about the opener? Everyone's saying, you know what? Can't we just skip the opener till we see the main event? So that's what China Mac is, right? An opener, except this time we see a lot of open seats. I think China Mac is more hustling backwards, if you know what I mean.